from KT, aiming for more for that later stage of the game. That's a Zac.
Zac into Xerath, yes please.
That seems difficult for Xerath to deal with.
Yeah, it's not fun. We'll see though. Life would, if there's anyone.
Yeah.
It will be him, but it's not going to be the case.
Not going to do it.
As this is a very nice now, although BDD does have his ultimate available.
Yeah, he is just going to walk on over. There's the call of the Forge. Got a lot of long-range power here as the Rite of the Arcane. Oh my goodness, almost takes him down. There's the flash for the stun. And Kingen is going to be able to get over the wall, but he's still dead. That is an Arcano Pulse for first blood for BDD. I've been focused on Drakes, but it's going to be double neutral objectives going over to Hanwha Life Esports. Yeah, Lance is going to come in as Life just takes a Rite of the Arcane, actually predicting the flash, but there's the Heartbreaker. Grizzly now in trouble, but he does just say nope. And over, you can see Keen making his way out as well as Cuz moving into the pit. We'll get a stab down, and there is the teleport from the Ornn, so he will arrive about the same time as the Keeper's Verdict is going to send him away, and now the Crocodile's making his way forward. It is Poppy that locks down the Drake, and the Viego's already dead. It's a decent quickness for Lehends as they get all the knockups, and now it's Aiming's turn to pop off. Kingen is trying to take control of this fight, and Aiming's in melee range, but Lehends is there for the CC. Viper's in trouble as well, as Keen should have a Bellows Breath available. Not going to find the Arcano Pulse, but I think he's still going to have to flash, and there it is. Out, and then not going to be involved, and then they're out of threats. You've got a bit of an engage here. KT have just found Grizzly. We'll see whether he can get out of here. There's the Blast Cone, but the Ram just mows him down. And Keen going to be able to lock down
Zero. Yeah, he's not a big crocodile.
But yeah, that was just a very absurd situation. Just based on the very nature of how the two champions are supposed to function. Going to be okay, but then Aiming is just the benefactor. We're certifying these Zeri moments in the early game, and that is where KT is really flawed.
You know, Grizzly gets picked off. That's definitely rough as, oh, the Keen TP.
Man, this could be a pretty dangerous Ornn, and in it comes. He gets the knock up there, is just not able to walk it out. His life a little too slow on this Leona. And it's not over yet. Right of the Arcane, the DDR. Viper's trying to play it, but has to flash to get out of the way of the grand entrance. But here into the back line, it's the Heartbreaker for Cuz as he dives forward. Zek has to flash the wall, but now it's cleanup time. You ain't getting away from this Zeri, as there is a whole bunch of kills going over to Cuz here.
I have to give them credit for how well they were able to pilot it through the early game, right? Getting BDD ahead, getting Cuz a couple of kills, and then finding one or two big...
Not necessarily the highest tier League of Legends, but still ones that I want to share. As Kingen could be in trouble once again because Aiming just loves ganking the Crocodile. The Dominus comes down, and Kingen's just going to have to try and walk it off. Yeah, Aiming's spacing's pretty nice. Zeker is going to come in. Aiming just says pop, and even Keen able to find a knock-up on top of a control ward, and they're not even going to remove it. BDD not going to be teleporting into that pit, though, as here's the Ornn. Life going to be taken down, trying to keep them busy if he can. It is going to be the Baron secured by Hanwha Life Esports, but is it? Baron for Nexus, they're trying to the Cloud Rift in part, but they are going to be able to delay this game a little longer.
Can Zaka make it home? Ooh, I think... Oh, Aiming.
Oh, he does find the Extendo Beam. Does manage to skate his way out, but now he doesn't have any mobility. Decent DDR, but the last shot's going to get in there thanks to the buffs to the Xerath ultimate. KT should still now be able to use this man advantage to break open the base.
Yeah, that's going to be a negative Baron power play. I would love a Xerath skin where as soon as he starts ulting, you hear the music.
Yeah, Zumba Instructor Xerath, that's what we need. We are going to see this turret getting taken down extraordinarily low. The Baron is, I mean, it's up to a, was almost up to a positive power play, but that is going to be an inhibitor going down. And like we were talking about, there's not a lot of control. Emperor's Divide is just going to be dodged here by Cuz, who presses an R button to go untargetable. That's going to work out for him. Kingen is...
Yes, Baron buff.
Yeah, he's doing... But Kingen might be able to get himself. He does. Gets an inhibitor turret. There we go. Not going to grab the inhib. Aiming has decided that he's a jungler. That is how he's going to do
it live. Don't do it live.
Oh dear. He is Leona. Gets to press W, but look at how many friends are here as well, because there is a Xerath with Rite of the Arcane available. And that means that you are fighting way more than just Lehends and Aiming, who are just going to take away this inhib. So it was a valiant little effort there from Kingen to get some side laning done, but they still lose two inhibitors. Map control absolutely in favor of KT here as Zeka finds himself in front of Cuz, who is just very happy with this whole situation. And look at this. Yeah, it's just a gank by BDD from a billion miles away.
It's 18. I think didn't give him a whole lot of space or opportunity.
It's also when you have control of BDD is just poking. And it's looking very dire. So the last turret of the inhibitor variety is going to be taken down here towards the top side. Potential team fight could break out as Cuz goes pretty deep into that backline. The explosion of damage from aiming as he presses the R button, and so does BDD. Viper not going to dance his way out of that one. Aiming collects another one of these kills, and it is just clean up. Aiming just walking under Nexus turrets. The Arcano pulls for the triple. BDD just demonstrating that, by the way, the POG is mine, if you guys forgot. We didn't forget BDD. It's totally okay. We are terrified of what you're doing on this champion. And Kingen, he wants out. He wants into game number 2 ASAP and wants to forget this as soon as possible. KT returning to some form here in game number 1.
And yeah, give him the Zunim. Give it to him.
I mean, this is the guy that wasn't even playing poorly in their last series, right?
Oh, no.
Against T1, BDD was absolutely fine, and he's like, oh, coach, you need me to step up? All right, I'll step up even.